What's up, YouTube? Okay, let's talk about it, okay? Main thing I wanted to talk about was the streamer awards, okay? Oh my god, is there so much I want to say, and there's so much I kind of feel like, not even the fact that I have to say, just the stuff that I want to talk about, okay? And if you haven't seen the Streamer Awards, that's fine. I don't expect anybody to watch it because, I'm not there. So obviously, why would you see it if I'm not there? There's a lot to unpack. First of all, I wanted to talk about the beginning of the Streamer Awards, which, by the way, I feel like every single person, every single streamer that won their awards, congratulations to them because they absolutely nailed it. I feel like everybody 1000% deserved every award that they could have gotten, and I have nothing but appreciation for everybody, right? There are some awards I was thinking like, maybe I get it why they won it, but it's in my heart I wanted someone else to win, but we're not gonna get into that. But just know congratulations to everybody. What I really did want to say though was wow. I know Cutie is trying her best to make it as entertaining as possible, but holy hell was this a terrible award show to watch. Me, especially being like I'm getting bigger and bigger into the streaming world right now too. Like not only like me doing this stuff, but also just myself watching streams too. It's so hard to see all of these streamers who did not only put in a lot of effort, but also just like airballed the fuck out of every single goddamn jokes. It was so chaotic. I felt like a lot of people were super disrespectful to each other. Absolutely. I have an if they don't slash wouldn't care about me, I don't care about them policy in life. So needless to say, no award shows for me. I get that, no, and I absolutely respect that, right? But I feel like myself as like a streamer too, at least like a rising streamer for sure. It's just like holy hell, was this a fucking airball of an award show? Everything about it was so fucking terrible, and so there were some good parts about it too. It's just majority of it was just awful to see. The beginning part when Cutie was making these jokes, they were very big misses. I'm not gonna lie, and I was getting annoyed at the beginning too. Like I had to keep pausing the VOD every single time a joke happened because I was like, why are you saying this? Don't say this, or come up with better jokes. Do something else, okay? But that's whatever, okay? When Fan started to go up and talk to everybody, that's when shit hit the rails for sure. That's when shit completely started getting a lot worse than it needed to be. There was so much stuff that she said that she instigated that did not need to be said. First of all, I want to start off by saying flat out calling Kai Cenat Pete Diddy in front of everybody, disrespectful as fuck. Okay, I don't care if you meant that to say it as a joke. I don't care if you're really cool with him. No, that's a simple joke you do not say. Especially right now that the shit's happening with him. Now the new documentary is out on Netflix because of was it 50 Cent? Look, you can go and talk about it in your own time, but in front of a bunch of people calling Kai Snap, arguably the biggest streamer in the world, P. Diddy, in an award show, disrespectful as fuck. You did not need to do that, okay? And then when what is it? Who took the mic from her and said, "Yo, don't make a joke. If you don't got a good joke to say, then don't say a joke." I think that was Tylo. Oh yeah, it was Tylo. Tylo, you're right. Thank you. Then you just said, yeah, Tylo said that, and I was like, dude, Tylo, I have to give you props to that one. Okay, this was I feel like this is one of the rare times where where the audience taking the mic from the host is absolutely justified, 1000%. Okay, I think that was absolutely valid. I really do. All the jokes that they were trying to say were just airball after airball. It was honestly really hard to watch. Now, I'm not going to talk about the bad without talking about the good as well. There was some great stuff about the award show as well, like bringing out that Canadian band. I thought that was a great mix into it. Bringing out who is this artist, Ty Dolla Sign, and then DDG performing with him. I thought that was great. I really did. Problem with some of that stuff is the audience was dead the entire time. I'm gonna be honest with you, it was definitely like a bunch of streamers trying to like force out a laugh, and I get that being in front of a million cameras, which I'm gonna talk about in a second too. There's a certain presence that you have to give into yourself as well, and that itself was just I think really forced. And yes, it's okay to force it, but they were really pushing it. Like there were some moments where I was like, dude, just don't laugh at one point. And there were other points where I was like, please give me some type of reaction because this is boring as fuck. Now, the cameras. Holy shit. The cameras wouldn't stay on one person. I don't know what the fuck was going on. People weren't sitting where they needed to sit. That was a big problem. And on top of that, the cameras kept glitching in and out. Like it kept pissing me off as a viewer watching it because I was just like, dude, This is a legitimate award. This is supposed to be a legitimate award show. Okay, get your shit together. You're getting paid to flip a camera. Okay, and I get that's hard, but fucking hell, bro, is it so much to ask to switch for a one camera angle to another one without confusing which one is which one? Okay, maybe that was a fault in the host. Maybe they said a name instead of saying one name. Like I don't know what happened there, but that kept pissing me off. The camera angles definitely kept pissing me off. That was a whole other thing, right? Oh my God, the seating too. Some of the seating arrangements were not the best. I would say that because of some other streamer drama, but that's like I don't know I don't know whose fault that was, but that was just not the play. Respectfully, I just think that they could have definitely. I don't know. They could have done something else. I really do think, but whatever. Also, constantly bringing up some streamer drama in there. What the fuck are you doing? You are in a professional setting. I get streamers, they're themselves majority of the time. They can come up with jokes. They can all laugh together and stuff like that. But when it's an award show, right, where over 100,000 people are watching you live, and then more people are gonna watch later and make jokes about it, you need to lock in. So explain to me why the fuck Cutie kept mentioning about how Rakai kept getting suspended, okay? I get it. Okay, that might be like a very small haha joke every now and then, but that was repetitive, okay? And then on top of that, she kept firing strays at a bunch of other streamers who weren't even there, that wasn't even in the picture. Well, prime example of this is when Cutie said, "Oh yeah, shout out to Kai for reaching 1 million subs. That's only 100,000 more subs than what Queso could have eat." Dude, Queso caught a stray for no reason. What the fuck? That was green as fuck. I'm gonna be honest with you. That was straight up green. I didn't like I get the joke, I get the intent, but that was green as hell. I'm gonna be honest with you. Obviously, there were some heartfelt moments as well when Fan went around and said congratulations to a bunch of people who absolutely did deserve it. Like was it I Like Puzzles, Sinna as well, congratulating her accomplishments and her being with her dad. That was the whole thing, and that was nice, right? But Fan kept trying to push so much interaction with the audience in between the intermissions. It just kept getting worse and worse. It genuinely, I felt so bad, not only for the audience but for Cutie as well, because I just couldn't imagine that you honestly took the time to plan out this event. I'm assuming within months, right? Because this is not this is not like you plan it out in like I don't know a week or two. No, you have to have months to plan this out. You had months to plan this out, right? Not only did not then barely out of like the 1,000 jokes you said, maybe one or two of them will give you a little haha. But on top of that, you kept instigating people into their drama that it just made shit so much more awkward and stuff like that. And that's another thing too. I feel like everybody's body posture, everybody's movement, there was just so like stiff. There was just like, yeah, so how do you feel about getting your award? It's making me uncomfortable and now I'm even there. I'm watching it the next day after and for some weird reason, it's just so hard for you to watch it. I don't understand. I don't know. I don't know. They definitely could have done it significantly better, but they didn't. Okay. Granted, I know QT is doing it by herself. Like she's not a big corporation. She's one person and she's trying to manage it all together. And I respect that. I respect that completely. I do. And I know why she does it as well, because if you guys don't know, Twitch did it at one point, like way back when, like I think like before QT took over, like 5 years ago, I think. And it was just a shit show. I watched that. And it was terrible. Oh my God, was it awful, right? So QT taking over was actually a good thing, right? What was not a good thing is just leaving it all up to QT to figure everything out. I feel like if all of the streamers are going to a streamer award, then all of the streamers need to help QT to make it better. Okay? That's just a me thing, I think that's a significantly better thing to do rather than have all that be weighted on one person, okay? She's one person. That's why throughout this time I still respect Cutie for doing this. But still, this was honestly I think my last straw being an avid watcher, because bro, bullshit all the fucking time, because that's why I felt like majority of what the hostess did. Now, the hostess aside being fan and Cutie, I think that every intermission between like every single award, everybody did an amazing job. I really do feel like that, okay? I think that everybody who announced the awards, the people they chose were great. I really do think that. And the way they announced them were also really good. There was so much stuff that they could have done that they just didn't do, and I think that was a huge miss on them. Now, like I said, it's nobody's, actually it's people's fault for sure. It's people's fault for sure. But was it like I said, it's falling on one person, and I feel bad that all this weight is falling on one person, especially when the one person is Cutie, who was literally breaking down by the end of the show, crying because some fan I don't know what he said. It was so illegible what he said at the end, but it started breaking down Cutie, and the whole crowd started to chant Cutie's name to try to like lift her up because what I'm assuming what he said was pretty fucked up. Even what is it? Maya said, "No, no, just keep talking." Like, dude, it is so bad when the fans who literally willingly took the time to get ready, pay to get in there. I'm assuming, and they just start yelling at the balcony, "Yo, whatever they said," right? Because I really could not hear them for the life of me. I just couldn't hear them. And then Cutie started breaking down. I think that was literally a terrible thing to happen. The whole thing about it was the fans went about it the wrong way. I think the hosts went about it the wrong way, and the writers definitely 1000%. I blame the writers for everything right now. I'm being honest with you. I don't know who scripted all these jokes to hit. I don't know who like decided to let Fan go over here and start instigating the fuck out of everybody. Like, to be an award show, you need to have some type of showmanship, and especially with streamers, with all these people who have done all these different collabs with different people, you can 1000% get like super big showman, like I don't know, like The Weeknd or something to pull up. Maybe not The Weeknd big, but you know what I'm saying, like somebody that can actually get the crowd more interactive and lift their spirits up. Okay, not only that, change the way you speak. Please, for the love of God, just change the way you speak. Not in the terms of how you're spoken, but how you're getting your words out. Be funny, be interactive, be as like, you know, non-stiff as you can be. Like, move around, actually do something, right? And that was the thing that completely fucking airballed the entire award show. It just kept making it worse and worse. I could not stop thinking about how it literally, if you add streamers, right, like the funniest streamers, like who's like, maybe Fan needed a better script, maybe she just didn't need to be a host at all, but I have no idea, right? Point is, you need to definitely come up with a better way to introduce everybody, how to interact with everybody, because every award show you see, the number one people thing are trying to look forward to is not only just the awards, but also how the fuck you are saying everything, right? I feel like it's a big part about the award show where you have to differentiate yourself from being a streamer to actually being a host. Okay, being a streamer, you can do whatever you want. Being a host, something completely different, because you have to put respect on not only the streamer, not only the fans, not only yourself, but also the whole idea of there being an award show dedicated to just streamers. There really is. Okay, there really is. And if you're not respecting that and you're just making jokes and instigating all the time, respectfully, take away the mic. It's as simple as that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, I generally am. I feel sorry for Cutie, not mostly because I feel like a lot of people let down Cutie in this award show for sure. Please, can someone help out Cutie? That's all I'm asking for. But yeah, that's my rant about the Streamer Awards. I thought it was just a fucking shit show all throughout. Granted, the award actually giving out the awards part was the highlight of everything, obviously. But the whole build up to giving out the awards was just fucking terrible. It was so fucking bad. It was a shit show, respectfully. And every joke they tried to tell was getting progressively worse and worse. Even Fan, I'm pretty sure she felt like incredibly embarrassed, and I'm pretty sure she's gonna talk about it on Twitter. The worst part is I can't help but think that this is gonna cause more drama between the streamers already. Like, there's not already a lot, which already sucks because they're already in a community where not only do they all know what all of the aspects of being live is, especially in front of like the world, basically, that you'd think that everybody would be more be more caring towards one another, but they're not, and it just fucking sucks to see that. It really does. I don't know what's going on with everybody there, but all I know is you need to have showmanship if you're gonna give an award show. You really do. You need to like pick that shit back up, respectfully. It hurts me to see that. It really does, because I see everybody's efforts throughout the year just kind of like flop right there and not be as big as I'd hope it to be. I was having a lot of hope because this was gonna be the first like streamer awards I'm gonna be looking at and being like, okay, now that I'm a streamer myself, I can understand what's going on over here. Granted, I'm a small streamer. That's all I'm saying.